Hi, I'm Corrina Gordon-Barnes, here to help you feel more peaceful and connected with the ones you love. Today I'm responding to a question about how to live more peacefully with a really messy partner. And you may apply this to living with a messy child or children, or a messy housemate or housemates, or really anybody that you are living with who's messier than you'd like them to be. And I really get this. It can be incredibly frustrating. You feel like you can't enjoy your space the way you want to. You can't move around freely. It doesn't look beautiful when you look around. And you can feel hopeless, like, am I never going to live in a space that I actually enjoy being in? So we're going to look today at something that you can do about this to move forward. Now, you may have heard of the saying, it's from the Bible, about not being a hypocrite, as in, when you're judging someone else, look for the plank in your eye before you take out the speck in theirs. Now, I'm going to adapt this because often it feels like actually the plank is in their eye and I only have a speck, if anything. So let's work with this. Let's work with the idea that actually they have the plank. So their messiness is a major character defect, okay? It's on a 10 out of 10 scale. They are so messy. But it's really, really worth looking for your speck, looking for where you can be 1 out of 10 messy. Now, if you don't want to look for this, okay, if you don't want to look for your speck, if you don't want to look for where your 1 out of 10 might be, then please, these videos are not for you. They really are not for you. This approach that I share is not going to be a fit for you. This is for people who really, really want to be self-aware, who want to be honest, who want to come back into their power and peace when it comes to relationships. Because for me, there has never been a time where I have seen someone else's character defect, okay, out there, and not been able to find a tiny speck within me where I do that same thing. So really these videos are for you if you want to look for that. So look first at your physical space, okay? Can you find where you're 1 out of 10 on the messy scale? If you really can't find it there, if you're like just no mess anywhere, then look to your digital space, okay? Your computer, your files, anything online, your phone. Can you find a tiny bit of messiness? How about if you can't find it there, how about your schedule, your calendar? Can you find 1 out of 10 where your calendar's a little bit messy? If not there, then maybe your emotions. So maybe your emotions can feel messy. And how about your thoughts? Can they sometimes feel messy? Now, why? Why would we look for this? First of all, because it brings us empathy, and empathy is a solid basis for any relationship. Can you empathize with messiness, even if you only have 1 out of 10, even if you only have a speck? You can find that characteristic within you. You can find that tiny part of you that's a little bit messy. And that collapses the separateness between you and your loved one. It's no longer you and them. It's no longer this separateness, this distance. It's like, actually, yeah, I have that a bit. We have that same characteristic, maybe in different degrees, different levels, but I have it a bit. That empathy can just soften us and have us enjoy much happier, healthy relationships. The other reason to look for your speck is that you come fully then into your power. Okay, when you look for your speck of messiness, you can then take responsibility for clearing up your tiny bit of messiness. And that is so much more satisfying. Because if you live with someone messy, yes, you can ask them to clear up. Wonderful. If they don't, you can state consequences of what's going to happen if they don't clear up. Okay? And in certain situations, you have the option that you can leave that relationship or you can not live with that person if their messiness is not tolerable for you. But literally, other than going behind someone and physically moving their body and moving their hands, you can't make them tidy up. You can't make them be cleaner or clearer. So you spend all your time in this futile trying to change something that is not yours to change. But when you look for your speck and you get yourself fully involved with clearing up your own mess, you're putting all of your time and all of your energy and all of your attention in an area where you have full power. It's so much more satisfying that way. So you find empathy, you come into your power, and then something quite magical happens. Anytime when I have taken care of my speck, the other person's plank has changed. Okay, when I have fully taken care of my part, something quite extraordinary has happened on the outside. That person has changed their plank. They've dealt with their plank in a way that just wouldn't have happened if I'd kept on at them about it. And I can't really say more because this is for you to discover for yourself. But when you change within yourself, your world changes. And I'm just so excited for you to discover that and have that experience. So take care of your speck, and I would love for you to commit to this. I'm going to really ask you to step up to this challenge and commit and say, I'm going to look for the speck. I'm going to take care of my speck. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, then leave a comment below and commit. Say, yes, I'm going to look for my speck. That's what I'm going to take care of. And if you're looking at this on my website, then drop me a line. Use the contact page, link here, or you can click that button there. Drop me a line and say, yes, I am committed to taking responsibility for my speck and clearing up what is mine. And your world will change. And if you found this video useful and you feel like others will too, please share this with them. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and come over to CorrinaGordonBarnes.com and sign up for email updates.